Am I actually ready for Zot? I wanted to try it out here, which is why, in spite usually wanting to give good descriptions, I just jumped immediately into the Abyss together. Which actually, I just realized, it's kind of funny that Dropout did end up being a topic of this evening, because when I made the very small reference, the nod to jumping into the Abyss together, Game Changers, or Make Some Noise, actually I think Make Some Noise is the origin of the phrase, we shall hold hands and jump into the Abyss together. And that was a subtle nod for all you Dropout fans out there, which I'm not really shocked there are so many of you, because it is a pretty not only wildly successful property, but that was my teleport. Oh no. Stop fighting while talking, Torinski. What are you doing? Well, when push comes to shove, we call a friend. Hey, Lucy. You up? I've never used this ability before, so we're all silenced, and I have a bunch of neutral friends, which means they will hit me. They will hit me if I get in their way or look at them wrong. Yikes. I attacked the Tentacled Monstrosity without taking out the Rage Moth first, so while my character might be ready for Zot, you're not sure I was. Oh, but that is always going to be the case. I'm never quite ready for Zot, I feel. Mentally, emotionally, physically, all of the above. But excuse me, pardon me, don't mind me. I'm just going to squeeze on by you here. It's my impression of every Canadian at the grocery store. Right, your breath weapons. Breath weapons. What was I thinking? Okay. Not the end yet, necessarily. It's looking like the end. I know, you're looking at that 6 health, 1 MP, and you're thinking, is it? Could it possibly be? And to that I say nay. 'Tis never the end. It is only a new beginning. Only, hopefully, in this case, it's not a new beginning, and this is kind of the end of this bad situation we find ourselves in. Smoke and mirrors, maybe? Will a fog guarantee blocking the line of sight? I wish I knew a little bit about the specific mechanics of the Scrolls of Fog, because I feel like sometimes you get a nice girthy smoke, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. But other times it's just this wispy, you know, it's like a little cirrus cloud or something like that. Sneeze right through that some gun. Think they're a bit round? Do I feel wounds? Fortunate news for you there, friend. I am a plant. I am but a simple plant man, and so therefore heal wounds was never an option. I could drink a magic potion though. How does Spirit Guardian work? It's a percentage goes to MP, but I think I read somewhere once that as long as you have MP, it can't fully kill you. Is this true? Do I want to find out in this context? Yay, nay. Yikes is maybe the more appropriate term, as mentioned previously. Could try an Ambrosia. It'd be similarly risky. I think the biggest issue now... Oh wait, actually I was going to say we don't have electricity resistance. I forgot, we're still wearing that ring. Which also is a ring of ice. Gets rid of our fire resistance, which was probably something that should have been on the forefront of my mind this entire time. Yikes and whoops. But it could definitely stick us through. Depends on how competent we are that we can squeeze by. Oh right, I can't read scrolls. I can't read fog. What am I doing with my life? Ambrosia would be a solution once out of range of everything that one-shots. Yeah, I think that's the main issue. I mean, still can work. That's like, if you want to roll the dice, if you're feeling a little lucky, it's the right call. Because it might give you just enough. It might keep on the cusp of life. Unfortunately, no guarantees. So you are out of breath. Catching its breath. You are not catching your breath, but you are confused. You're all confused? Maybe I'm okay now? Maybe this is a much ado about nothing kind of situation? I'm gonna potion of magic. Give us a little more juice on the back end here. Right, could enter the abyss. The wiki does say, on page from 0.30, not updated, that your last HP will not be lost before MP is run out. See, that's probably where I read it, now that you mention it. But yeah, magic enter the abyss. So entering the abyss would take a random amount of HP. Pretty negligible at this point. You're going to take my HP? What HP, game? Come get some. But we'd have to survive whatever we find down there. Alternatively, do I feel like I'm in a half-decent boat here? Most of our dragon friends are confused, or at least the ones with a breath weapon that scares me to my core. I could step, up and to the left. The issue is I'm worried about what I can't see. Right now we have all the known dangers, but it's the unknown unknowns. That's where they get you. That's what they don't tell you in Abyssal Night School. But I'm going to risk it anyway. Okay, I take one hit. Bit of poison breath. Ain't got nothing on me. Oh my gosh, you're saying there's a chance. Again, not a great chance, never was, not from day dot, but pretty sure you can't die from the HP loss? Exactly. No, I think it maxes out at like 90% or 95% or whatever. That might not even be true. It might max out at max HP or current HP -1. But of course, the rub is HP to survive the trip to the abyss? Easy. HP to survive actually being in the abyss? Yikes. I'm gonna take another step. Step by step. I'm gonna get my... Okay, there are still monsters nearby. Oh, you can see me? At least you're fleeing. As you should. I should stop running into the unknown corridors because I guess by the definition of that phrase, don't know where these lead. Okay, I missed my target and accidentally hit a, friend would be putting it a little too strongly. There we go. Easy, folks. Never a doubt in my mind. Never even for a moment didn't happen. But enter the abyss costs a random non-lethal amount of HP, 10 MP, and 35 PD. That 10 MP is pretty important to remember with Spirit Shield. Yeah, when we're sitting at 6 HP, and I think we were at like 14 MP. Yikes. But hey, who needs it? Just survive, Forehead. Just don't die. Get kind of lucky. I guess I did use one magic potion, so fair enough. Lamb-based me for that, but otherwise, hell yeah. So I can corrupt once per floor. I mean, piety-wise, I'll be running a deficit pretty fast. But I can kind of just go ham with that, no? Maybe? Thought that was why we clocked magic. That's all part and parcel of the grand scheme of things, the secret machinations rather, that I have constantly going through the back of my head. I'm running the numbers. I've run the numbers, in fact. And it's always looking good to me. Okay, mushrooms will move out of other people's way. I thought you couldn't move when I was looking at you. I do love that aspect of the mushrooms in this game. Yo, Jesus, he scared me. Can't just yank a man like that. At least not without buying me dinner first. Okay, well, From one inhospitable mess to another. What's up? Be aware that corrupted area is permanent, and you believe they won't necessarily stay neutral. Yeah, I believe they'll stay neutral, but I think the important note to make with that is that neutral does not mean safe. Okay, banishment is a beam. Life is a highway, banishment is a beam. These things are important to note. I'm going to take a step. Then I get the banishment on the Annihilator, who's the real target of my ire here. 85% chance. Get rumbled. And screw it. You know what? We're just banishing everyone on site. We're playing it safe here. And a bit of old-fashioned murder. Never hurt nobody would be a blatant lie. But it didn't hurt me, so the only one that matters, right? Am I right, folks? DCSS taking that protagonist syndrome to unethical degrees here. As would any venture to save the entire existence, I guess. Such is the life of a hero. Hey, Josephina? Oh, you poor thing. Unfortunately, I'm in my cold resistance arc. And doesn't look great for... I mean, I was going to say great for you. It doesn't actually look great for me either, now that I'm being honest with you. But never mind. Easy, no problem. Fantastic. So fun. Maybe it's changed since you last ran Lucy, but you remember the mobs being permanent and eventually switching from neutral. It seems they're just not permanent now. Oh, interesting. Well, that's a frightening scenario to say the least. But yeah, I don't believe... Again, my information not necessarily rock solid. I'm going off of like wiki info that may or may not have been updated. But does seem like they dissipated pretty quick there, which does beg an interesting question, because what I was debating was, should I just drop down a floor, corrupt immediately? Spread it like no super spreader before. Corruption, that is. The big C. Corruption. And then just let everything fall as it may, let the blocks land as they will. But if they disappear that quickly, then that is not necessarily the silver bullet that I was originally hoping for. I mean, this seems like a half-decent spot to call it the big guns. I mean, probably not, right? I'm probably actually fine. In fact, especially if I just do that, let's head to a different stairwell. Let's explore our options. It's all about the options. I only have one magic mapping, so I guess I will be saving that, most likely for the final floor. Something I would like to do, if given half an opportunity, is take advantage of Corrupt's secret ability, the ability to destroy any kind of structure. So that can definitely come in very handy. You know what? No, I don't like that stairwell. That stairwell does not appease me. This one might have cleared up a blip. A blip? Sure. But more importantly, it might have cleared up a bit, is what the important thing. Nope. Okay, I thought that we might have been able to lead our new friends into a slightly more acceptable configuration with a hallway, but did not seem to be the case. However, we can do so upon bringing them upstairs, so that's fantastic. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Rue, but you would say that corruption gets used kind of like Apocalypse, specifically when you see a big fight and before it starts. I'm not a huge fan of Rue, but largely that's ignorance more than any active thoughts or feelings towards them, because I'm hoping that when we eventually get a solid Rue run, my eyes will be opened. I'll see the light, I'll see the sign. I'll open up my eyes. I saw the sign. But hey, no promises. Also, it's one of those few things that might mess with the walls. It does indeed, yeah. So I think I'm gonna try and crack those bad boys open. Can't make a Zot omelet without cracking open some vaults. Lungs would have been better. Damn it, Torinski. Immediate regret. Again, that's apparently I'm on an off day when it comes to the improv side of vocation, but such is life. Maybe just freaking, I don't know, Evo fighting. Fighting can just be on until the end of time itself, the heat death of the universe. What else did I leave behind? Tangle Buddy. Not horrible, but I think maybe this stairwell has chilled out. Nope. It's gone worse. So much worse. I mean, it kind of worked out in our favor, so far be it from me to complain too vocally, but that stairwell is no longer my happy place. This one was close enough, because I was trying to look for where I knew we were kind of doing the old ring around the rosy strat, as I've called it in the past, where we dive from one stairwell to another and just try and keep them distracted, their attention spans across both avenues of attack. And I think this one fits that bill a little better. Son of a gun. I really needed the cob to come up with me. Feeling corny. There we go. I don't want to be slowed while in the pits of despair. So, that in mind, just don't. Perfect. Rue is so good. You haven't played the last few patches, but in your opinion, Rue is one of the most powerful gods. Yeah, you're not the only one. See, I hear that alone, and that's why I feel like I just haven't come to terms with it. I haven't grasped the true overwhelming power of our, big old scale set in the sky. Yeah, it's wildly strong. It just requires a willingness to make really big, scary sacrifices. The little weak ones are a trap. True. Power leap alone is a huge tactical advantage. You mean it's a short-range controlled blink on a cooldown? I mean, when you put it that way, how could any sensible dungeon crawler refuse? But again, I'm sure we will. I think, yeah, I haven't been through the start. That setup sounds like it will be potentially detrimental to me. Because I don't just hoard physical objects in my own life. I also desperately hold on to habits and ideals regardless of the sensibility of that decision. And so as long as I can learn to let go, a grief management course championed by DCSS, then potentially there's hope for me in this cold dark world. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh, I don't have my resist corrosion. That would probably do it. I either have resist electric or resist corrosion. I should probably just sacrifice AC, huh? Though resist electricity does come with the negative side effect of not having fire resistance. So that's potentially a deal breaker in its own right. Jesus. Could I just stop taking these nasty throat punches, please and thank you? There we go. Now that's more like it. Potentially it was just the purple draconian the whole time. The unavoidable 3D 20 of their breath weapon probably was the main contender in that, though I don't know. We succeeded after changing out the corrosion ring, so if we ignore every single other factor available to us and just laser focus on that one fact, again, perform as the best of scientists do, throw out the data that doesn't already confirm my existing biases, hell yeah. And then we're in the right boat, though, I guess, is what that all sums up to, or comes down to, depending on which direction you're headed. And always a good time. Have our lovely killer clown friends. Man, I'm sending a lot of these sons of guns to the abyss, huh? Let's see. Have a couple of berserk dragons. Don't love that. Still have no blink. Yikes. 64% chance to paralyze you, though. You absolute fool. How embarrassing for you. And then we should be able to take care of just a lowly shifter. No problems. Fantastic. Oh, me oh my. Well, never a dull moment. I kind of decided to really commit to the Zot dive here when, I mean, Zot 1 didn't go horribly wrong, went kind of mid-tier. But on top of that, I was hoping that if we did end up needing to corrupt every single floor, we could always re-up piety in some of the unexplored areas that we so graciously left behind. And I'm slow. Let's make sure the corn on a cob is the only thing that can attack me for a few turns, shall we? Okay, that's no longer the case, but I was about to say, as long as I don't get pushed the wrong way, I'll be a-okay. Everything gonna be alright. Alright. Not so alright now, huh? Can't enter the abyss either. Well, folks, gonna have to get supremely lucky to get out of this one, right? I can't even banish. Oh, man. That might just be that nail in the coffin. Being slowed, I think, is the big issue with me in this very moment. Maybe I can delay the inevitable, just keep taking sips of my drink, pretending to think things over. Until, again, the heat death of the universe. Never die. It's the only answer. Okay, I can't read scrolls. I can't read scrolls. Right. Definitely should have gotten rid of that mutation at some point. So, tree gives me a little bit of HP. Magic potion. Could do it as long as you kids just don't roll well. If you could be so kind, I would appreciate that. Though that's what I did last turn, and that brought us from 1 and 6 to 1 and 1. So maybe they just rolled the absolute nuts though, right? They just got super lucky. We can survive 2 turns of attacks with 1 potion of magic. Right, folks? Did I actually only go up to 6? No, Death Cob hit me once, right? 1, 2. Aha. Okay, I think we've confirmed the Spirit Guardian thing. Because no shot should I still be alive. Am I just delaying the inevitable? What else can I do here? I need to get lucky enough. I need them both to miss. Which, I mean, 41% chance to hit me? 46% chance to hit me? The bolts, a little more rough, potentially. They get a lot of attacks, though. I think it's the triple attack that really becomes 6 attacks because of my slow. But hey, how many times can we survive with just a bit of magic? Okay. I have to curing, because poison will still kill me the old-fashioned way, I think, right? Maybe. Regardless, it's not good. Regardless, it will be a pain. I could enter the abyss. I could enter the abyss. Again, there's no health to take from me, so suck it. See you kids later? Oh, no. Poison. No, no, not after all that. Poison does bypass Spirit Guardian? You son of a gun. Oh, I thought for sure we had snuck one out there. Oh, but that was a wild ride, to say the least. Regardless of how it all ended here, less than ideal. Was it because of the slow? I couldn't tell you. Actually, what did kill me? It shouldn't have cost the last HP, because that shouldn't be possible. I guess we'll find out on the death screen, right? Well, you did your best. I'm shocked that we almost made it out of there. Honestly, that's, I think, the real takeaway from this, is how seriously lucky we got, even just to live long enough to see this eventuality. Succumb to a golden dragon's blast of poison. It was the poison. Poison ignores shield? Hold up. DCSS. Spirit Guardian. I cannot type today to save my life. Spirit Shield. Playing as Vinestalker. There we go. Do you have any note on if this will work? Spirit Shield is intrinsic. If you have 200 HP and 20 MP and 11 damage attack, yeah, whatever. I don't see any notes on this. Should your MP reach 0, damage will be taken entirely on HP. HP will not be reduced to 0 before MP. This works on all damage sources except the poison status and HP ability costs. Yeah, I just saw that too, Thalfin. Frig. Oh, man. But hey, solid run there. Definitely should have played safer at the end part. Were we poisoned though? We were. Oh yeah, we were. Oh, we live and we learn. At least now I know that the poison doesn't care about your feelings. And that's the thing to take away. Yeah, the reason we were at 32 MP was because the Gold Dragon did a poison breath instead of meleeing. Exactly. So potentially curing would have been, would have been necessary, right? So curing, then go to the Abyss might have been the play. Save that one for the game analysts after the fact. Regardless, had a great time.